So what's going on is the Republican Party is redrawing the district maps in every state because we find that illegal immigrants were counted on the census, and that allowed them to vote, and also they were given approved home loans with their illegal IDs. So that also, with the illegals voting, the Democrats have been drawing the maps. You know, like you got your county maps, you have your voting maps, and there's from each district. There's a bunch of districts in each state, just like counties, and the Democrats are redrawing the maps to accommodate the illegal vote. So with illegals voting and voting in the representative from the district, that district that the illegal vote had elected that representative to represent every district of every state, of every district in the state. So they're redrawing the maps, and I did another estimate on overdose deaths from illicit drug use, whatever type of drugs. They laced fentanyl with in the drugs. So there was reports that they were lacing drugs and drinks and stuff in local establishments and bars, and the government failed to inform the public that there was nefarious actors that were going around doing that. But either way, it doesn't necessarily have to happen that way, because you can just give somebody a pill that's been laced. You know, you'll give it to them and they'll take it, or they'll pay for it. You know, but still, it caused an overdose because it was laced with something that someone wasn't taking all the time, that their body it becomes more immune to it the more they take it, you know. But somebody that's exposed to a little bit more than, and they don't regularly you use pills or whatever, it can cause them to have an overdose. But they may not be, bad people that were using the drugs. They just might be weekend drug users or whatever, just having a good time, but they trust other people, and they give them pills and they just drink them, whatever. But the first estimate was for 12 years, and what I was hearing, it was 400,000 deaths from fentanyl or illicit drug overdoses in the United States. My estimate was 4,000, but I was wrong. The true estimate is 745,000 overdoses in the United States since 2014. Prior to 2014, there was about 100,000. So from 2010 to 2014, there was about 100,000. So the numbers will just go down to zero or whatever. But 2001, there was about 793 or 293 overdoses from illicit drugs in the U.S. and 2001, and it just gets more and more. 2014 there's 28,000 some. 2016 there's 63,000. 2018 70,000 almost. 2022 81,000. 2023 105,000. And 2024 96, and there will probably be estimated by Meta estimate to another almost 100,000 in 2025. So by the end of 2025, it will be since 2001 up to 2025, there would be approximately a million, a little more than a million deaths by nets in 25 years. So all those overdoses, they may have just been, regular, everyday, hardworking people out for a night out and had an overdose, and because on the news they said overdose and fentanyl related, you and everyone else had assumed that they were illicit, regular users and abusers, where they're just weekend drug users and beer drinkers, or somebody put something in their drink. Either way, somebody is occupying the space of these million deaths and their assets and everything else. And the question is, how many politicians in the past 25 years are not politicians, because they're in the spotlight, they're exposed, and they're less likely to be taken out. But local, state, and county, how many of them have overdosed in the past 25 years and replaced by foreigners? Because what I'm saying, there's a lot of foreigners that are holding these positions. And you're not going to see it way out in the country, but yeah, it's everywhere.